Yo, JD here, and as you can see, we are back on F124, and we are back with a video, or a type of video I haven't done actually for quite some time, I think since the last game, and that is actually going against the 110 AI. Since we have Spain, Catalonia this weekend, I thought why not give it a go here. It's a track I actually thoroughly enjoy. I'll be showing the setup that I have been using when racing online here, been having a lot of success, and also be talking about just some tips and tricks, things I think about the game, and really just how to get faster. I won't be speaking for this entire video, so I'm actually going to be showing the entire race full, raw, uncut, and as you can see, this is the setup here. Very crucial to have not only a setup that provides good rotation, but you do need also some stability as well, because when the tyres go off, the car can have a bit of a tendency to over-rotate on this game. So we're using the realistic cars here. Seems like the McLaren is actually the fastest realistic car right now, which I guess in real life is somewhat seeming to be the case. McLaren's actually looked pretty competitive this weekend, but yeah, this setup here is very, very good for me. It worked very well over a lap, and especially in the race when I've been playing with this online, been winning quite a few races, but you can still see we do need a car that actually gets into the corner, because understeer and oversteer seems to be a big problem in this game, so you need to try and find a bit of a sweet spot in between the two. But as this race goes on, I will be talking about what I recommend in order to get faster. I will be making a dedicated video on this as well, but as I said, I won't be talking for the entire race, because I know I've done some of these videos in the past and people have just said you're just talking all the time when they just want to watch the footage. So probably a few laps into the race, I'll be leaving you to it. But in a nutshell, the AI is... No, this is my first time going against 110, and yeah, let me know if there's any specific tracks they seem to be OP on. I think on previous games there were tracks like Suzuka, Silverstone, Singapore. They were really good. So please let me know, and I'll make sure to do one of those tracks next. But yeah, I felt they were fairly competitive, but I don't really have too much fun racing against AI, hence why I don't do career mode, because I feel like they haven't really changed too much in recent years. But you can see we get a really good start here, and the key is actually less is more, so don't try and rush the process. Let the car settle, let the car grip up. I like to start in medium ERS deployment, and then once I get into gears 3 or 4, that's when I actually apply the overtake button and then go in full power. So you want to be going pretty much almost half throttle until that point. And in terms of the race, obviously we'll be seeing when the major league racing, or when I return to league racing, if I do in this game, I like to keep it in medium quite a lot of the time. I think this provides still good traction and good performance, and you don't really lose too much in a straight line. It allows you to actually save quite a bit of the battery as well. So if you keep it in medium all the time, you should be actually gaining battery a little bit per lap, and only put it into hot lap and overtake if you need to try and keep some distance between yourself and the car behind, defending a position, or if you're just going for an overtake, then you need it. But ERS is very easy to lose, but then also very easy to gain, so you'll probably be finding a lot of people just spamming it and using it all the time. It's not really as tactical as it was on the previous games, but the AI tend to be pretty OP in the straight line and then save all their ERS on normally like the last lap of the race, or when they're coming out the pits or something like that one, and in that's when they seem to be most powerful, and I think they can actually save even more ERS and have better tyre saving than you. Speaking of tyres, also the tyre pressures are maximum. You can see the temperatures are getting up quite nicely, so really into like the low 100s seems to be pretty much a sweet spot. The lower the pressure supposedly, the higher temperature you have, but actually when testing it, it kind of works out the same when you go a few laps into the race. I will be doing a video again on this as well, just to go into it a little bit more thoroughly, but yeah, it seems to be max pressures is the way to go, and that's something I really wish they can actually test and make a difference on in future games, where you really need to change pressure specifically for different tracks, and it's either not going to be minimum or maximum, it's going to be somewhere in between, and that's something we really haven't had for a long time. So you can see here we're defending the position again in a straight line. The AI are pretty OP, so you'll see in this race I'm just kind of managing my battery, making sure I'm in the top 2 at all times, and you just got to work out where the AI are faster. So they didn't really seem to want to overtake you here. It's really the main straight and then the middle DRS straight. Those are the 2 zones where they try and attack you, but elsewhere you're pretty good to go. And you can see the temperatures again. So the left hand side is heating up a lot more on the right hand side. So yeah, you could adjust those pressures, but when I have tested it very briefly, it didn't really actually seem to make much difference, even if you lowered them quite significantly. But I thought I'd include the raw footage. A lot of people have asked that in the past, so I'll let you watch, or I'll be speaking just for maybe a lap or 2 more, and then I'll head off and actually let you enjoy this completely raw and uncut. But yeah, the setup was feeling really, really nice. This curb here, you don't want to be going on that, so I learned that quite quickly. You don't want to be running on that, and there was actually a pretty big glitch moment I had on lap 6 or 7 in this race where it really, really caught me off guard. But you can see again, look how fast they are in a straight line. You can see now he's turned down his ERS to none. So if that red light's flashing, that either means he's under 10% of the battery, or he's turned off the ERS deployment is down to like none, or he's run out of the deployment. But since that was the start of the lap, he definitely hasn't run out of deployment, so he was just turning it down to none. So yeah, those are the key indicators. If someone's red light is flashing, that normally means you can actually have a good opportunity to attack them. The AI were pretty good in this second sector. You can see the traction he gets is very, very strong. So after sector 1, between sector 1 and sector 3, very, very strong. But then I felt like in sector 3, and just the straight line speed I had as well, it seems to be pretty powerful. The DRS and the overtake button are very, very powerful. I noticed the slipstreaming wasn't that significant, but the dirty air I think is actually quite powerful in this game. I noticed when I was behind him here, you know, the car was understeering a lot more, much harder to get on the traction, much more difficult to drive the car. So when you're behind someone, try and stay out of their dirty air, and you will see on the straights I actually pull out the slipstream sometimes just to cool down the engine, just get myself refocused a little bit more. But you can see again, we're running medium, but just super fast with its DRS and straight. I'm actually making a little bit of contact. It goes really deep, and then now we're going to go side by side with this AI. So this is a bit of a test to see how this AI behaves. And yeah, I always prefer racing against actual people online. So again, if you'd like to join me for my open lobbies, which I will be doing next week on a pretty regular basis, make sure you hit that join button, join my YouTube members Discord, get access to my setups, and also I am doing coaching on all platforms. So if you like a 90-minute one-to-one session of me to help you improve at the game, then make sure you click that join button, because you will get a discount, or just go to my website and you will see my availability there. But I think I'm going to leave you to it now. So enjoy the rest of this footage. Please let me know if there's any specific tracks where you think the AI are particularly powerful on, but you'll get a gauge of how my setup is working here. For me, it was working really well. I've had a lot of success with this online, so give it a try. Let me know your thoughts, and I will be catching you very, very soon. Peace.
We're approaching the pit window, and you're going to be on mediums. Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. this lap, in this lap. Push now. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Okay, be careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip anytime now. Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach. Oscar's coming in for his stop now. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 6.4 seconds. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy. Come on. Okay, we've lost a position. That's us down a place. Car behind's gaining on you by 0.5 a lap. Final lap of the race. Final lap.